And welcome back to the Flow Sports Fix on this Monday night. We're right into the home stretch. Got some birthdays to talk about coming up very soon. But right now, it's Courtney and the Sports Express.
All aboard the Sports Express, your ticket to sporting news.
Well, the calls continue for the Olympics to be cancelled in Tokyo. Look, we're less than 2 months out now. The official word is that they will go ahead as planned, but we're now seeing protesting in the streets. We've heard doctors back up the requests for the games to get cancelled. And then, of course, we've also got a few dramas going on in the Court of Operation for Sport. So Sun Yang, just last year, was banned for 8 years for refusing to give a sample following an incident where a couple of his entourage smashed a vial containing his blood when doping inspectors were visiting his house. Now, he's the 1,500-metre freestyle world record holder. He was also banned for 3 months in 2014 for another doping offence. He's always said he was innocent, but his retrial takes place next week. And not only is the Olympics, but his entire career hanging in the balance. Of course, there was more action in China over the weekend. Action's really the wrong word for it. Tragedy, really, as 21 runners died as a result of some crazy extreme weather. It was a high-altitude section of a race, and there was hail, freezing rain, high winds, and sadly 21 people killed between 20 and 31-kilometre mark of this race because of this disastrous weather. And finally this morning, over the weekend in F1, a shocking race for Daniel Ricciardo. Officials are saying he's hit rock bottom, the most painful moment of his career. Ouch, that one is nasty. He was not only lapped by his teammates, but also by many others. On the entire weekend, he got 2 15th finishes. That was in practice sessions, 13th, and then a 12th in others. But the sad thing is, on Sunday, despite being lapped by his teammate who came third, he actually did a lap that was faster than Norris, but sadly, he just wasn't quite as consistent throughout the race.
That's because he's driving the wrong car. Courtney should be in a Ferrari. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Courtney with her Sports Express, and she'll be back with that, along with many other things on the Brekkie Flow between 6 and 9 tomorrow morning, right here on Flow. Just before we wrap up the show, having a look at some birthdays that took place today with some athletes. And the first one, celebrating her 49th birthday today, Tanya Gardner. But you might know her as Lane Beachley. Yes, Lane Beachley, turning 49, the Aussie surfer. She's won more surfing titles than any other Australian man or woman. The 7 times world champion started competitive surfing at the age of 16. And she's been married to In Excess muso Kirk Pengilly since 2010. Happy birthday, Lane. And Lachie Neale, the Aussie rules footballer who plays for the Brisbane Lions in the AFL. In 2020, he won the Brownlow after polling 31 votes during the shortened regular season, including being best on ground in 10 matches. He previously played for Fremantle in 2012 to 2018, and Lachie Neale from Narracourt, he's turning 28 today. A few things on the event side. On this day, 1977, The Club, written by David Williamson, it opened in Melbourne. And it was, I think it was great. I love the movie for it, but the stage play was even better. Robbie Captain Knievel successfully jumped 24 delivery trucks at the Kings Island amusement park near Cincinnati on this day in 2008. It's sporting related, kind of, but I thought I'd let you know all about it, about Robbie Captain Knievel, as opposed to Evil Knievel. There you go. That's just some of the sporting things that took place throughout this day on Monday, May the 24th. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Thank you for being a part of the Flow Sports Fix on this Monday. We've got more for you coming up during the week as well, more interesting conversations that we'll have, and of course giving you local football and netball results, and a few other things we'll throw in for good measure because we love our sport and we know you do too. Don't forget to have a look at Flow Sports on Facebook, and you can also download the podcasts of various sporting things that we talk about and bring to you by going to flownews24.com.au or just downloading and looking at Flow News for your favourite podcast app, whether it is Apple or Android. Do that and enjoy those at your absolute leisure and pleasure. Thanks for your company. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. We'll catch you again soon on the Flow Sports Fix.